Hi everyone, welcome into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm Barbara Marville-Kelly. Thanks so much for joining us. We happen to feature today the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce, and with me is my co-host, Mr. Skip Alford. You just made it in time!
Just did.
All the rain and the monsoons out there?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, and I waited for it to stop raining and got lost anyway.
We're not supposed to tell that, but this is a real live show. But you made it, safe and sound, unscathed, I should say.
It's great to be here.
I know, it really is. It seems like you were just here. The time's going by so fast.
Well, that's what's so embarrassing about getting lost, is it'd be different if this was my first time here, but instead I've been here 6 or 7 and still blew by the place.
You want to know a little secret? I get lost too. If I'm on the phone and I'm driving or talking to my girlfriend, I go right by the studio. So we're good, we're good. But we have a lot to share today in the show today, and I'm excited to introduce Jessica coming back. Reminded me of this sort of like a cameo return, because you were running for honorary governor, was it? Mayor. And how long ago was that?
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
That is exciting. Now you've changed businesses. Jessica, Cleveland, you're with Complete Auctions and Estate Sales. That I definitely want to hear all about.
Yes, we definitely have an interesting business. We do live webcast auctions to a worldwide audience, and we also do estate sales. So people, when you hear auctions, you don't really know what that really means. And people get a little bit afraid when you think about auctions, but what we can actually do is take items that people bring on consignment, whether it's from an estate sale where they're liquidating, they have antiques that they don't know that the value and they want to get rid of them, or just if they've got jewelry that they want to part with. We take it, we look up what the value of it is, we give it a nice description, and we put it into what we call our live webcast auctions, where we're on 6 to 8 different platforms that people can go on during an auction and bid live. So we have multiple computers set up at our office in Palm Harbor, and we actually have competitive bidding in between different platforms.
I want to come down there and see how that operates. That sounds like fun.
We do for the auctions themselves. We do have a preview day. It's the Friday before an auction, which actually, because we're on TV, I'm going to give ours a plug. We have an auction this Saturday, July the 14th at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
You can find the information www.thecompleteauction.com. There's a link that you can click on. It'll take you to all the photos that we have right now. I think we have 270 lots up online live for pre-bidding. We're hoping to be somewhere around 315 when we're actually ready for the auction to start. So, and Friday from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock in Palm Harbor, you can come in and view the items live if you're local.
That is so exciting. How long has this business been around?
We've been in business for five years, going into our 6th year, I believe. It started with my bosses, Chris and Missy Bohr. They used to live on a cruise ship, and they did auctions on the cruise ship. And they decided that they wanted to come back to United States and be around friends and family and start their own business doing complete auctions and doing estate liquidations. So what's kind of cool about our company is our auctioneer, Chris Bohr, he's also a real estate agent. So we have the ability for him to do an auction and to liquidate the contents of the house as an estate sale, and for him to sell the property. So it's kind of cool that we can do it all in one.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So it's definitely interesting. Estate sales, we can come in and take a look at what's going on. A lot of times when you think about downsizing or there's a death in the family, there is a lot of personal attachment to things. Family members come in town for a short period of time. It's hard to coordinate, and because it's hard to coordinate, it's a very stressful time. What we can do is we can come in, assess things, and look at what the situation is, and then bring in a team that will actually put together the estate sale. We'll tag everything, we'll get it priced to sell, we'll put pictures up online, and we actually bring a following to our estate sales. So we put the sale together, we liquidate the contents, we clean up the sale, and when we're done, we hand you a check. We don't charge any money up front, it's just a commission of the sales. So that's what's kind of nice about what we do, whereas you don't have to spend your Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday sitting outside in the heat because you know it's hot. We actually do it all the work for you, and we hand you a check when we're done. So.
You know, that is just the best way to liquidate and just be done with it. Just really be done with it. So you were a member of the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce. You're getting, and now that you're under a different company, getting ready to rejoin.
That's right.
Yes.
Why would that be?
We missed Palm Harbor. We relocated. We used to be in Clearwater on US 19, and we relocated to Palm Harbor at the corner of Alderman and Alternate 19 in the Key West Plaza. And we used to be chamber members back in the day, and we decided to take a focus back into Palm Harbor because not a lot of people know that we're here. And so we are looking to use the chamber to meet more people and to hopefully be able to help people, because that's really what we do, is we help people. It's not all about making money, it's about helping people. I mean, the downsizing and the collection of items, I mean, I don't know about you, but I collect so many things, and to have someone to come in and take care of all that for you, it's definitely a burden off your shoulders, especially if it's a situation where, you know, a loved one passed away or people that are going through a divorce. There's lots of different things, different situations, and we can come in and help assess those situations, and we're a source of help. We're not a source of burden.
And you know, you bring me a flashback to when my mom left the planet, and I was the lucky one to go through all of her things, and I now have her collectible dolls. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And there's things that you will get rid of. There's things that you won't if you can liquidate, you know, and get a few dollars for something, you know, that, you know, and just not have that burden. It really, I mean, it was very emotional just when you lose somebody that you really love, and it's hard to go through all that. This is a great website here. This is really wonderful. You know, everything's going video, live and live to video. I mean, this is the wave of, this has been the wave for a long time, but it's becoming much more recognized. So you've been with them, how long have you been with them?
I've been working with them 5 years, helping with the events and the shipping, because we do ship worldwide for the auctions themselves. But I came on last October full-time as assistant auction manager, and we've done a little bit of changing, and we used to have a big gallery, and now we're just live webcast only. So I help with shipping, I help with cataloging, taking pictures, coming and doing TV shows, so a little bit of everything. And so,
what do you think?
Well, I can tell you firsthand, I've had the experience an estate sale for my family, my mother and father, and it was one of the most stressful, aggravating things I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, I
It was
know.
everything she just said that you don't want to deal with.
That's right.
I'm talking about the aggravation, the stress of it, the heat, the people coming in and out, keeping an eye on things, because people will come and they'll try and steal things from you.
Right.
I mean, it's just something that I wish I would have known there were teams like this out there, because if I'd have known that, I would have gladly let them take that burden on.
Absolutely.
So anybody out there that's watching that's even thinking about having some type of estate sale, I would highly recommend going with a company just like hers, because they are going to relieve your burden, and it is so much less stressful on you.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I know it firsthand.
Yeah, it is really difficult. I mean, when my mom moved from Michigan down here, she had that, after my dad left, she had that burden, and she only brought barely what she wanted to bring and sold everything. And on one of the things I wanted to ask you was individual items like antiques. You did say that you can do like individual, or is it mostly liquidation?
no, we can do individual items. The items that you want to consign, we put those into our live webcast auction. So we do things like coins, fine jewelry, collectibles like Yadros, Hummels, Murano glass.
Oh my goodness.
We put these kind of items into our auction, and it's broadcast worldwide. So you can actually bid online from the comfort of the bathroom. You could be at the beach. You could be sitting at your grandson's baseball game. You could be doing anything, and if you get online during the time that our auction's going on, you can bid. and we take care of shipping it to you. So if you live in Ontario, we'll send it to Ontario. You live in Rome, we'll send it to Rome. And if you're local, you can come and pick it up local. So we take...
What a niche.
Yeah, we take it a little bit more than just coming into a gallery. We actually broadcast it worldwide. So
this is so wonderful. You and I are going to talk after the show, because I know I have a lot of business for you. And,
awesome.
And we're already down to a break here. So I want to thank you so much and wish you well, continued success. And you're now a manager over there, right?
Yes, assistant manager.
Congratulations. We're going to have you come back.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I thank you for having me on the show today.
Oh,
I was a little nervous coming back, but...
Oh, you're fine. This is really a wealth of information. So if you want to liquidate, you want to get a hold of Jessica, because I think she's definitely going to be able to do the job for you. And even if you want to liquidate maybe some antiques or some things that have been passed on down the family and you're wondering, why do I still have this in the house? Call her. I know she's going to be able to do you right, especially worldwide. You ship. Oh my goodness, yeah. This is so incredible. I'm glad
amazing.
I know it is really amazing, and to be able to share this. These are the kinds of things that we do on My Chamber TV. We're taking a break. We'll be right back with Skip and more. Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
look at you the whole time.
And welcome back in, everyone, to Buy Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our Tampa Bay community. I'm Barbara Marville-Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us. Skip Alford is in the house again. Wow, just seems like yesterday. Welcome back.
Oh, it's great to be back. Always great to be here.
I know. We have a lot of fun here. And we're going to continue on with Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce. We happen to have Rob, who is running for honorary mayor. Rob, say your last name for me.
Dummich.
Dummich. Pretty. What nationality is that?
German.
Of course. But of course. Well, welcome. And you have a company, Precision. Tell me about your company and how long have you been with the chamber? Precision Signs and Graphics. We all need that.
We're recently new members of the chamber. I'd say about 6 months now. Enjoyed every minute of it, so it's been great.
Well, good. How have you been getting involved? Have you gone to some of the coffee with closers and?
I try to show up to everything.
Good for you. That's the way to do it. Networking.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that's incredible. So, tell me about your company, Precision Signs and Graphics.
Well, we're a full-service sign company. We handle anything from vehicle wraps to yard signs to building signs. Pretty much anything you put your name on.
Oh, very good.
Tell you what, if you want to see some actual samples of his work,
Yeah? Ooh.
go by the Palm Harbor Library.
Oh.
And just take a look at the new room that they just built in there. They've made a new addition.
Yeah.
And he did all the signage for that. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's
I would highly recommend anybody that wants to see some quality work and have quality work done in his area of expertise, he's the man to see.
You know, his little tagline here says, where quality matters, and that is what we're all looking for. If we're going to be spending our hard-earned pennies here, we want to make sure that we get quality. How long have you been doing this?
Me, I've been doing it for about 25 years. I've been with the company for about 1.5 years.
Oh, very good, very good. So you have a little bit of experience
Just
there.
a little bit.
No wonder quality matters, right?
Well, it
Yep.
shows.
He's the man.
The quality of his work shows.
And that-
I don't lend that, a compliment lightly.
I know you
but
don't.
when I do, it's for real, and
Sure.
he knows what he's doing, and I can vouch for his work, and he can stand by it.
So, Rob, how far out in the Tampa Bay community do you go?
We'll go anywhere, basically. I mean, we stick to the 3 counties, but, if it's in Florida or throughout the country, I can ship it. I can get installers anywhere. It doesn't matter where it's at.
Oh, that's really good to know.
Yep.
That is really good. You know, with the technology today, isn't it fascinating
Yep.
that we can do that? I mean, to be able to do signage, and you're doing vehicle wraps as well.
Yep.
And so you obviously have just the right people in your hip pocket to get that quality that matters.
That's correct. And the machinery, too.
Wow, that's really good to know. So what is your favorite part of it?
The favorite part of signage in general is just helping people grow their businesses. The right image, the right type of signage, and the right affordability for it is the key to it. So keeping those things in line is what I enjoy.
So do you help people with their logos, or do they come to you with their logos already in place and then you expand from that?
Yeah, actually we do both. We're trying to help people build their logo portfolio. So when somebody brings us a logo, we'll try to help them create every format that they need for their next venture of signage or t-shirts or whatever it may be. Some things we don't do. So if you have the right artwork, you're empowered as an individual and you can take that anywhere. And that's what we help out as much as possible.
Another plug. I have to give him another plug.
Okay.
Just recently we had our big 6-chamber coalition of all the chambers of the northern part of Pinellas County,
Yes.
which is the Palm Harbor Chamber, Upper Tampa Bay, Tarpon, Dunedin, Safety Harbor, and Clearwater Beach. We had our big annual summer splash at Innisbrook. And I needed a banner. And I mean, I needed it the next day. And I literally called him, sent him my logo, and he had the best looking banner I've ever had. And not only did it have our logo on there and beautiful, on the sides he took the extra initiative to add things like join now and put it in kind of a Raiders of the Lost Ark format and our website. And he did that all on his own initiative, and people were just loved it. I loved it. And it made our booth it gave it so much more pop. for the crowd, and all we got was compliments on it. So I had to give him one more plug.
I'm glad that you share that, because this is the kind of business person that I like to do business with, where you don't absolutely have to lead them by the hand, that they can actually kind of be on the same page with you. And I commend you for that. I really do, and it makes a big difference. So you can just say, here, take it and run with it. I need it yesterday. This is great. I love it.
That, and with the added confidence that it's going to be, it's not only going to meet your expectation, but it'll most likely beat it.
Yeah.
And you can't, once again, you can't say that about everybody, but you can definitely say it about Super Rob, and that's what we call it.
Super Rob. I was saving that for last. Super Rob. Well, Super Rob, you are running for honorary mayor, and I can certainly understand why. You're definitely somebody that gives back to the community. So tell me about this.
My sponsor, or who I'm donating to, is the YMCA of Suncoast. I've been with the YMCA for a while, like, as a kid and growing up, so it's been a great experience to have them in the backyard. With this, I hope to be able to help the chamber grow a little bit more, get more people to know and what we do. I'd like to bring some events to downtown, bring more business to the downtown area as well. So this is one of my goals.
That's exciting. That is really exciting. And when, how long are you campaigning here?
I believe it's still September, correct?
Okay. So how can we help you? What do you need?
Every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts.
So
we get that.
You can go to our website. It's PSG Pros / Super Rob for Mayor.
Awesome.
And you can donate right there.
Okay. Are you doing some special events for this between now and then?
I have a couple things in the works, yes.
Good. Good. Here's the site here if you want to vote for Super Rob. Definitely get your votes in. Every vote, or every dollar is a vote?
Absolutely.
Cool. So reach into your pocket. I think this man is definitely making a big difference in the community. So you've been a member with Palm Harbor Chamber for how long then?
About 6 months.
About 6 months.
Yep.
And how do you, now you're running your own business here and you still find time to get away?
I do, occasionally.
Okay. So do you have a representative that will go in your place, or you try to attend yourself? Because that hands-on is important, isn't it?
It is, yeah, absolutely. I have a good team that works with us, and they can handle just about anything at the shop, and it gives me the advantage to be able to go out and meet people. So
that's great.
I'm very thankful.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Good teamwork makes the dream work,
yep.
And you're definitely succeeding in that area for sure.
Thank you.
So I'm familiar, we've been, from Tampa Bay Multimedia, have been to many of your events, Skip, and they're just so effective with high energy, positive people. Is that what you're finding too?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, this chamber, I've been in part of other ones, this chamber has been great. Very personable people, very welcoming, a good crowd.
You find it's like a family of business owners.
It is, yep.
Yeah.
And I've rather enjoyed the company, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one thing that I'm real proud of what we've established with our chambers. Sometimes you'll go to an organization or maybe even a chamber, and there'll be cliques and little folks that have their own separate groups. But I don't think anybody experiences that whenever they come to any of our functions.
Not.
Everybody loves each other, loves to get to know each other, wants to treat each other literally as each other's consultants. They have each other's backs, and I tell them that that's the essence of the Chamber of Commerce. And Rob literally lives that. He's at every single chamber function. And I relate it to like going to the gym. If you get a gym membership, if you go in and work out a little bit, well, you'll get a little result. But if you go work out a lot, you're going to get tremendous results, which
right.
I believe for him is not only currently happening, but going to grow and grow.
Yeah.
And he's the very essence of what you want, a strong, growing, small business that's active, that's seeking good relationships, but not only that, has a product. He can back up what he says and what he does, so anybody that does business with him or refers him can feel comfortable in doing that because he is a pro.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I think it's absolutely fabulous, and I wish you all the luck in the world. I know with interviewing other former honorary mayor inductees, hopefully, you got to do a lot in the community. Yeah. So this isn't something that you just go, oh yeah, I'll run, just send me some money. You got to get involved. You got to jump in.
Doing a lot now. Yes.
That's so great. That's fun. That is really fun. So do you have any, so you did say that you're working on some events, but you haven't really put them into place yet. You still have time.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
I believe the YMCA is going to give me their leaders group to help canvas and do some things that way. So that should help a little bit. And then I'm going to reach out to the chamber members to see if we can schedule some events.
That's going to be fun. That's definitely going to be fun.
Cool.
You know, when I think of all the community and how everybody is so close-knit and having fun in the community, Palm Harbor is just another community that has heart. You really do, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I think that's one thing that makes the whole community of Palm Harbor unique is if you think about, you know, Florida being a destination, tourism destination, business destination, Palm Harbor is kind of the jewel of not just the county but the whole western coast because we have the best of everything, the best schools, the best climate, the easy access to sports, easy access to any type of physical activity you want to partake in, the best schools for our children, colleges. You know, I could go on, but that's why I firmly believe that one reason our chamber is going to grow and prosper is we are going to draw more great businesses like Rob's, and we're going to take care of our children and our future ourselves.
Yes.
Because that's what we are. Palm Harbor is a community, and it's a community full of great neighborhoods. And I think as long as we have that in mind, I can't see any reason why we won't prosper and grow into a tremendous place to be. Everybody in the world will want to live here.
You know, that is very true. We only have a minute remaining, and I'll close with this. I'm always quoting you. I need this year's statistics on how many people are moving here to Florida on a daily basis because it's a lot. And to know that a community and they come together with the chamber and do so many wonderful functions, it makes a big difference. It's not just paying the dues. It's really a matter of getting involved, and you will reap the benefits. So if you're in Palm Harbor, if you have a business, you want to go ahead and check out the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce. And also on your business again, tell us real quickly, Precision, you do just about everything, don't you, over there? Yep,
we specialize in wraps. Your everyday signage. We have a flatbed printer, so we can print anything up to 2 inches. You name it, we can do it.
Excuse me, all realtors, hello. You're doing real estate signs as well. So making a little note of that, promotional items, and so much more. This is really great. I want to talk to you even after the show.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi everyone, welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. Hope you're enjoying the show so far because it's all about the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce, a wonderful community just south of us. I'm Barbara Marville-Kelly, and with me is Mr. Skip Alford. Welcome back again. We got you all full of water here, wet your whistle. We have 2 absolutely gorgeous young ladies that happen to be sisters in the real estate market. I tell you, this is really exciting to have the both of you, to see family involved. Stacey Ward and Kristen Donaghy.
Yeah.
Welcome. How long have you been doing this together?
Well, go ahead. I'm going on 8 years, but I've been in the industry over 10. Working on the admin side prior to becoming an agent, and then Stace.
I'm coming up to my 4th year.
Your 4th year?
Yeah.
That is wonderful. What made you guys team up? And your card here says sold by sisters, so that's very cool, right?
Yeah, so we came up with the name. We worked together years ago. We did finance maybe 15 years ago. We worked really well. I'm the youngest of 5, then Kristen's next, and then we have several, 3 other sisters. Our dynamic has been the best, I feel, because we're closest in age and very different personalities.
Yeah.
So it worked for us, when we started working together in, finance. And then after Kristen was there, she started traveling, and then came back and started real estate, did really well, and then was trying to get me to join her, and shortly after.
Finally she did.
Yeah.
I love to hear these wonderful stories, and it sounds like you do have some really great synergy. That's not always the case with siblings, right?
Yeah.
But
we have our days.
I'm sure, but you figure it out, right?
I think it works because we're able to communicate directly if something's bothering either one of us, and on top of it, when we deal with transactions, there's always one of us that is available to, we always answer our phone, or if there is something that's going on, one of us is on it 24 hours a day.
And that's what's needed today, especially with the market, with the way it is. You just cannot let your phone ring and let your voicemail catch it. Getting back with customers is such a key element in real estate. And wow, you guys really picked a good time to come back into real estate.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that. So what are your favorite things? Listings, sales?
I love the negotiation. I get my adrenaline gets going, and I get pumped as soon as you're in the middle of the sale, whether it's buying or selling. So for me, it wouldn't matter if it was a condo or a castle, as long as I get into the meat of it and really get in. That's my joy, and ultimately you're helping the customer. So it's the reward that you get at the end.
It's true. It's true. How about you?
I think the most gratifying to me is working with first-time home buyers.
I understand totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finding their first perfect home and seeing the look on their face when they realize going from renting their whole lives or to owning and having a piece of land they own, they call home. Especially in Palm Harbor, where we grew up. We've attended the schools, Carwise, Eastlake, UCF. So it's nice to be able to sell in the area where you grow up.
Exactly. And I have a question to ask you, because we have generations, right?
Yeah.
Are you dealing a lot of your business with any millennials?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I understand
Yes.
that they, and I don't know how true this is, I just kind of hear through the grapevine, that they're very good at putting a lot of money away before they purchase their homes. And I'm just talking in generalities. Did you find any of that true, where they have a nice little sizable down payment?
I see that, but I see there's also a lot of good programs out there when it comes to helping first-time homebuyers finance and have the necessary tools in order to feel comfortable coming to the closing table.
Yeah, there's they have a good first-time homebuyer program for the state. Then they have the bond program, and then they also have Pinellas, and then there's Pasco, and then a broker could tell you there's other ones. There's like the 3% conventional program for first-time homebuyers, which really helps as well.
That's great.
Sure.
That's really great. Now,
But you do.
I'm sorry?
I was going to say, but you do see more and more people are saving more money before they're getting, leaping into the next step and buying a home.
I was just curious about that, because back when I bought my first home, it was a long time ago. It was so different then, and the high interest rates, we were just lucky to even be able to get into one. I have another question for you. As far as do you guys have like your specialty, seeing that you are sisters working together? Does one have strength in one area, the other in another, or are you both pretty well balanced?
I think we're really balanced. I would have to say Kristen's really good at investment properties. I think that's
another one of my favorites.
She loves to get in. She works with several investors, and I mean, I really like the listing side and working on that end, but I'll be the first one that will drive all day long showing houses. So I really think that we just have a good balance. Right?
Yeah, it's a good balance. And
That's good.
There's different times of the year where sometimes you like to work with listings or buyers, or just working in real estate. It's nice because it's always a change up.
Yes, it is.
You could have, it's a roller coaster.
It's always different, always different. So how long have you been a member of the Chamber?
We're new. So we recently joined.
Just joined?
Yeah, we recently joined probably a couple months ago. And
maybe about 6 months now.
I think it was, maybe.
And so have you been attending the events? And
there's
plenty of them.
Yes. I was so sad that I couldn't attend the 6th Chamber event. I tried so hard. But I have been going to the Coffee for Commerce and Coffee for Closers, so they're really good. I met a lot of people. It was great today too. I ran into your guests, which it's seeing familiar faces and being able to network and work with those people. It was it's good when you grow up in an area and you stay in that area and you start going to these establishments and you love where you live. But then it's another thing when you start meeting these all the business owners, and then you have friendships, and then and it's a community, and it's something that the Chamber does, and we've always really appreciated it.
So it looks like this is your standalone career, and you're loving every minute of it, and I just want to say congratulations to you. And being hooked up in a community in Palm Harbor, I mean, what's not to love, really? You can go in any direction in Palm Harbor. There's something to do, there's restaurants, there's just anything and everything. It's just such a beautiful community everywhere. There's not a downside at all. That's why I brought my mom down here when she sold her house up in Michigan. I brought her to Palm Harbor, and I love that whole area down there, and it's a great place for real estate.
It definitely makes it easy to sell a place you love.
Yes, yes.
Well, Barbara, that was one of the things that kind of spoke to me immediately when they walked in the office to go ahead and get partnered up with the Chamber of Commerce, is the fact they said they were from here, they grew up here. And buying a home's a huge decision, maybe the biggest one you'll ever make in your life, other than getting married to the right person. By the way, I am. Just throw that out. But with a huge decision like that, I found it so important to be able to be able to trust the people, and to be able to know that they're from here. They have a vested interest here. They grew up here. They know about the land and the property and the temperament of the people. Everything that you're wanting to know as a home buyer, they can literally answer, because they're from here and grew up here, and this is their livelihood. So I would think that anybody that's looking for a genuine relationship in buying a home would want to seek out their help.
Of course.
And do that, because that makes all the difference in the world. When I bought my first home, the relationship I had with the realtor was huge.
Yes.
And when they came in, 10 minutes later, I knew these ladies are pleasant. They're going to be a tremendous asset to the Chamber of Commerce. They're going to help us grow it, and they're going to grow with it. And with Palm Harbor being so attractive of a place to live, I can't see any reason in the world why these two young ladies won't just tear it up as far as sales.
I have a feeling they already are. I mean, first of all, they're very personable, and you know, and it's a real emotional decision, finding a home for someone or selling their, you know, working with the seller. And it's so important for people to have a licensed realtor out there, really looking out for your interests, because you know, a lot of people that are not a licensed realtor don't understand about agency relationship, and they can really find themselves in a kind of a strange situation. So I'm glad to have you guys come on and be the sisters that you are and working to one another. And I'm going to ask you, we have 2 minutes left. What are some of your biggest challenges today in real estate? As good as it is, what are some of the biggest challenges? Just one, two.
I would say Zillow, or just
the inaccuracy of Zillow.
I hear you. Yes.
Yeah. In Tampa Bay alone, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. It's a 10 to 15% difference, and that could be in their favor. It could be, not in their favor. And you go into a listing appointment, and they're looking at a number from a computer-generated software system that's telling them their property is worth, say, $350,000, when you're looking at it going, it could be 400. You know, they could have had great upgrades. They could have had, beautiful floors put in, or it could be the other way. It could be, they haven't updated their house since 1965, and everybody else in the neighborhood really has. So that's something that you can't put, in a software system. That's something that you actually have to go out and do your work.
Absolutely.
Just one more push for the genuine personal touch that they can offer that you can't get through a computer or anything else.
Exactly.
That's what's so important. The personal touch and interacting with people you can trust, especially chamber partners, is so important.
That's so true, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because I totally get that. And so, are you living in Palm Harbor? Are you thinking of buying, selling? Do you know someone that is? Call these sisters, because I think you're really going to be very pleased with them. Stacey Ward and Kristen Donaghy are there for you to call and be right at your service. I'm so glad you joined the Palm Harbor Chamber. I'm keeping your card close to my heart down there.
Thank you for having us.
All right, and good luck, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We're taking a break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to Skip and find out what's happening down there, in addition to our great guests.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Middle.
Which camera? Oh, what are we doing here? Welcome into My Chamber TV, everyone. I'm Barbara Marville-Kelly, and with me is Skip Alford and another chamber member, and also a brand new host right here at WeBeam TV, Mr. Mike Banner, not Tanner.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
I was calling you Mike
That's
Tanner.
right.
For the
Hopefully
longest.
Sharon's watching.
That made absolutely no sense at all.
Only to you and I.
Yeah, you and I.
And who else counts, really?
Exactly. So I'm going to just kind of turn the show over to you guys.
Oh, no.
You've got lots to share. You've got things coming up in this.
You go first.
All right.
Lots of things coming up. First of all, August 3rd, we're going to have our annual Chamber Golf Classic.
Oh.
And this year it's going to be fun because we're going to have it at the newly renovated North Course at Innisbrook.
Oh.
Okay, and it's going to be on August 3rd.
Okay.
Basically, show up at 12 o'clock, get signed up. Going to be a day of fun. We're going to have eats, prizes, all types of awards, and it's supposed to be and it's going to be a fantastic afternoon. And if anybody out there wants to put up a foursome, you are more than welcome. It's going to be just a gorgeous day of golf on a gorgeous golf course. Once again, North Course at Innisbrook on August 3rd. If you need more information, Barbara, they can call the Chamber office. That's the Palm Harbor, Greater Palm Harbor Area Chamber of Commerce, and we'll send you anything you need to know, but that's a few weeks away, and would just love to have as many foursomes as possible.
How fun is that?
And then a couple of weeks later, we're going to have probably one of our biggest events of the year called Evening Extraordinaire.
Oh, that's always
Yeah.
a biggie.
And that's going to be at Innisbrook as well at Inverness Hall. And it's going to be the time of year where we honor all of our first responders and our citizens of the year, our pioneers of the year, and those deputies and those medics and those people that take care of us and protect us, we need to honor them. So the first hour that evening, beginning around 5:30, is going to be honoring all of our first responders. And we're also going to have some demonstrations like Fusion Dance. We're going to invite them to come have their award-winning girls come out and dance on the stage.
Nice.
And some entertainment. Then we're going to have an amazing casino night.
Oh, how fun.
Right there.
Fun.
So it's going to be a great way to not only honor the first responders, but to show them a great, fantastic evening of fun for the whole northern Pinellas County. Everybody's invited. The tickets are only $25 a piece.
Oh my gosh.
And there are going to be restaurants there and food and drink, and that covers everything.
Wow.
Okay, the $25 covers all your food and drink, so bring yourself, your other half, your friends. If you need tickets, call the Greater Palm Harbor Chamber office or go to our website. You can purchase them online now, but that will be an extraordinary evening of fun for the whole northern half of the county, and that's going to be at Inverness Hall at Innisbrook on September 7th, the evening of September 7th. So those are probably the two broadest things we have going for the community. And within the chamber now, as Michael will back me up, we've streamlined things to where every Thursday of the month is a chamber function. That way folks can just get used to having Coffee for Commerce at the library the first Thursday, Coffee for Closers the second, which we're having tomorrow morning at the Lucky Dill.
And I've been to that. I love that.
That's a chance for people that want to learn how to close business. We have a buffet breakfast that we charge $15 for, and you'll leave there with some amazing tidbits of information from people just like Michael Banner here to teach you how to develop relationships and close better business faster. So that happens the second Thursday of the month. Third, we have what we call the Network and Power Luncheon. And that's where we give back to a lot of our chamber member restaurants. We'll move it around. So that's always at a different place, at a different restaurant. But like I said, that's where we can focus more exposure, more attention on the chamber partners that are restaurateurs.
Yes.
And we go in there, we pay for our meals, and we have a great networking luncheon. Sometimes have a guest speaker, but we always have a lot of fun at that. And finally, the final Thursday, or should I say the fourth, because some months actually have 5 Thursdays.
Right.
The fourth Thursday of every month is always going to be our business after hours. And it's always going to be from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and it's always going to be loaded with fun. Once again, a chance to come. And the chamber is so much more than just networking.
It is.
It's literally lifelong friends, relationships. It's so much more. It's supporting the quality of life for our whole area. You know, when there are organizations out there that focus uniquely on networking. Well, with the chamber, you get that in 50 times more.
Oh, sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
and that's why I like to tell folks, you know, the future of our community, a future for our children, that's what your chamber supports, and that's what you're investing in. And when you come to after hours, that's what you get to talk to many, many other fellow chamber partners about the future.
Yes, absolutely.
And, you know, not just, you know, just not one thing, but many, many things that all impact the quality of our life.
And you know, even though, and you're out there socializing, doing a combination of socializing and business, you just never know what is going to transpire unless you get out and start participating. And we were saying earlier, it's not about just paying the dues and then hoping that business comes knocking on your door. We have to go out after it.
Well, you're exactly right. And you know, if I can use a simple analogy, you know, when you go fishing, you don't just go sit in the boat and wait for the fish to jump in the boat.
You don't?
A farmer doesn't go buy a farm and they just sit on the porch and go, well, I bought a farm. You know, something's got to grow.
Exactly.
You know, nobody does that, and you know, the chamber's no different. But you know, one thing that we do have though that is unique is for the folks, and we understand this. Some people have to work many, many hours. I'm talking about, you know, 60, 70, 80 hours.
Sure.
If they can't come to chamber functions, the beauty of what we have now though is so many resources that are backing them up anyway. Our website now, with our new software we have, every chamber partner can literally have their own inner website on our website. Their own blog, their own feature page. They can educate the whole planet Earth on anything about their business, and that includes having YouTube videos, as Michael will mention, photos, testimonies, all kinds of things that are backing them up and are supporting their business growth even while they're sleeping.
That's right.
So nobody can ever look me in the eye and say, well, the chamber doesn't do anything for me. That is absolutely not true.
It is not true.
And
it's totally not true.
I now have the resources to support great business owners like Michael and the folks that you've seen on Chamber TV here today, and they'll vouch for what I'm saying. And now is the best time ever to be a partner in your local Chamber of Commerce.
You know, it really is, and I know we're already winding down. We just have about 3 to 4 minutes remaining, and I want to hear from you about and give a plug for your show that's coming out on Mondays. It's an hour after prime time that my husband and I do.
Yes.
62 Who Knew?
Well, I came here for 2 reasons. One, for a totally shameless plug of my own TV show, which I'll do very, very quickly. Yes, because I really want to talk more about the chamber, because it's 62 Who Knew, Monday, 7 o'clock. Live. The theory of 62 Who Knew is because of longer lifespans, which is, we've talked about this in depth. It's a double-edged sword. It's a blessing that we are living so much longer. But the truth of the matter is, it's very hard to live in quality another 25 or 30 years, you know, after you retire. So that's what 62 Who Knew is about. But in the short time that is left, all the things that you've been saying, I've been in business, I don't want to say how many decades, but a number of decades, and you always write your check to the local chamber because it's the right thing to do. It's not a big check, and you do it. But the truth is, of all my decades of doing this, you guys have put together something pretty special in the Palm Harbor Chamber. You just have. It's a great group of people. We network with each other, and it's not just for the sake of a cup of coffee. You know, I'm doing business with you guys, and it's a pleasure. And then, of course, meeting you through Chamber TV is what led to meeting Mr. John Gaston, who owns this network, and then I didn't come here and meet you guys thinking I'd ever have my own TV show. Really and truly. So it's really thanks to the Palm Harbor Chamber that this is all happening, and it just keeps growing. So really and truly, that's just amazing kudos to what you've put together here and what you do here, and
Thank
for
you.
all the Chamber people out there, not just Palm Harbor, all the Chamber. If you haven't taken advantage of Chamber TV, I just don't understand why a business person doesn't want to be on a TV show. I just don't get it.
Well, sometimes people are afraid to get in front of the camera, but I think we make it pretty easy. It's very
You guys do,
conversational.
yes.
And
That's true. You absolutely do.
It's really our way of giving back to the community and raising the awareness on so many different events and the capabilities of you being able to grow your business and stepping out and stepping up. Yeah, it's not just writing the check to the chamber,
Right.
but it's getting involved. And by us raising the awareness on all the great happenings, I never knew before I started doing this show, truly, what happens in the chambers.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And in times of crisis, last year in August, we all went through Armageddon, as I call it, and the communities, every community came together like, it didn't surprise me. It really didn't.
Yeah.
We have such heart in this community, and we all want to give back and let you see what's happening so that you can grow your business. You can collaborate with others. Mike, you have been awesome. I mean, since we
it's you
hooked
guys.
up, and Skip, you've only been CEO for how long?
Next week will be 1 year.
It's
1
incredible.
year.
It's incredible what you've done.
And what
It is.
you've done in that amount of time is just, it's epic. We only have 30 seconds. We could sit and just drool on all the great things that you've done, but it's time for us to say goodbye here.
Thank
So real quickly, you need to go to Kristen Oaks this Friday the 13th. Dogs and Dogs. That's my community. It's a great, great give back for canine estates. Bring your dogs, and if you look like your dog, dress up, and you just may win something. But be there or be square. I'll see you next Monday. Thanks for joining us.